You guys, you'll never believe what time it is. It's 8 o'clock. Chris will be leaving for work pretty soon, but it's morning time. I came over this morning just a little while ago, maybe half an hour ago, and we're gonna eat our donuts now because we haven't eaten them and we're both kind of hungry. So Chris is over here working on stuff per usual.
I woke up really early this morning to get stuff out for today.
This is how our mornings have gone lately. I've come over and Chris works on stuff while I am lazy, and then I also make his lunch for him if I'm over here in the morning, which I rarely am, but I have been the past few days. But anyway, donuts. I call the one with sprinkles. Welcome to Friday. I wanted to show you that I made another crown. Actually, it's not quite done, but I was making one in black, and I haven't put the ribbon on yet, so you can like see all the wire twisted around. But this is what it looks like pre-ribbon, and actually I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's pretty cute. I said that I wasn't able to make everything with stuff that I got at the Dollar Tree because unfortunately they didn't have ribbon. Well, they have ribbon. I found ribbon there, and ribbon that would match actually. So technically I could have made this whole craft for $4, but then at the same time this part and then the small green ribbon that I used to wrap everything would have worked for like a bunch more, so I could have made as many of these as I wanted for very cheap. So anyway, they totally have ribbon, and it's 5-6 yards, so I'd say that's a win. I ended up getting several colors actually because I want to make more of these flower crowns. I think it might be fun to like make some more white ones with like different ribbon colors and stuff, so I'm excited because all I want to wear on my head this summer is just like flowers and scarves. And I went to the Dollar Tree in order to get more of these because I didn't do it the other day because I didn't feel like it. And so yeah, it's like these popcorn chips. I love anything white cheddar. I kind of have an obsession like with white cheddar cheese. Chris's dad, whenever they go up to Vermont, he always makes sure to buy me white cheddar like Vermont cheese, and it is amazing. And if I didn't restrain myself, I could eat the whole block, like whole pound of it. And my sister, because when we would go on road trips, which we did a lot, I was constantly driving back and forth from California to Utah, so like 7 to 10 hour trips on a very regular basis, like sometimes several times a month, sometimes only just like once a month, constantly driving back and forth since the time I was like very little. And then I've also driven from like California to Maine before, so about, I don't know, a 4-day trip if you don't stop at all. And I've done that, and then I've also taken it much slower with my mom or my whole family, depending how old I was. But yeah, especially with my mom when I was a little bit older, from the ages 15 and on, it was just my parents and I who lived in the house. And so my mom and I were constantly going on road trips, or we'd go on field trips a lot because I was homeschooled and we were constantly doing stuff. I've done everything you can possibly think of as a field trip. We've gone horseback riding, and we've been on like Venetian-esque canals, on Venetian-esque gondolas with gondoliers like pushing us around, and like pretty much we've done anything possible. We've had like Renaissance feasts with like a pig roasted over a spit outside, and we have gone camping in teepees on like somebody's property, and we like cooked our salmon in the ground and lived like them for a day or a few days or whatever. And my mom encouraged us not to brush our teeth with toothbrushes that night, but instead to use like fennel sticks, because that's what they would have used if they were cleaning out their teeth, and just like stuff like that. So we've been on every field trip imaginable, and sometimes it would take a long time to drive to those places. We love going to like museums and places like that. And it's about an hour to an hour and a half drive to most of the museums in Southern California from my house, and so we'll drive to all the museums, and it's very wonderful. So basically the point of the story was that I love white cheddar popcorn, and I used to constantly get it, and so eating these really reminded me of all the dozens and dozens of bags of white cheddar popcorn I've eaten over the years with my mother, and whenever we would stop, we'd always buy more white cheddar popcorn, and it was amazing. Anyway, for dinner, we had that chicken salsa recipe because we're obsessed, and we can't eat food that has tomatoes in it while we're at the house, and so whenever we're at the apartment, we kind of go crazy and only eat food with tomatoes in it. So now we have leftovers for tikka masala, and we have leftovers for this salsa recipe, and yeah, so it's going to be great leftovers today. And then also, since I went to the store, so what happened is the family that I'm staying with went out of town this weekend, and somebody needed something in their house for like a church thing, and they asked me if I would like take the stuff to the person. It wasn't that big of a deal, and this family's been so wonderful to me. I was just like, yeah, I'll do it. Let me do it. And so I went over there and got the things, and we met. And so since I was already out of the house, I was like, I'm going to stop at the store. So I picked up a few things at the grocery store that we needed, and I also went to Walmart and then the Dollar Tree on the way home. So when I stopped, I also picked up a pizza because I figured we'd probably be eating that today. And
What? You got pizza?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Chris wasn't paying attention when I walked in. I kind of just like shoved it immediately in the fridge, and then went and put my stuff down, and then I wanted to show you guys stuff, and he's kind of been in the alcove on like by the computer and stuff because he was taking a nap when I got home, but now I've woken him up, and he's awake now, but he's still like sitting over on the bed and hasn't come out. So yeah, anyway, pizza, and I'm really excited because we don't eat food with tomatoes in it at the house. So today was a little bit shorter of a vlog. Sorry about that, but I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.